Hello everyone. Today I'm sharing with you, should outsourced graphic designers do trial work? How to make trial work fair and efficient. This is the most agonizing and potentially disastrous step for many businesses before their first collaboration, because the reality is often, not doing trial work risks making mistakes. Doing trial work risks being considered troublesome. Doing trial work only makes things more chaotic. Ultimately, it results in time wasted, relationships strained, and no suitable person selected. First, the conclusion. Trial work isn't inherently bad, but it must be boundary-based and purposeful. Let's clarify this realistically. Trial work isn't for getting free output, but for reducing uncertainty in the collaboration. If your trial work lacks a clear goal, lacks clear boundaries, lacks unified standards, then whether you try it or not, the result will be the same. It will still fail. 2. Why do many trial work projects actually ruin the collaboration? Because most trial drafts make these three mistakes from the very beginning. Mistake 1. Treating formal requirements as a trial draft. For example, directly asking the other party to create a complete main image or a full-screen product details page, even requiring it to be ready for immediate upload. From an outsourcing perspective, this is no longer a trial draft, but a disguised formal delivery. It's unfair from the start, making it difficult to build a good relationship. Mistake 2. Unclear trial draft. Objectives. Many businesses themselves can't clearly explain, what exactly are they looking for in this trial draft? Is it to assess aesthetics? To assess comprehension? To assess execution speed? The result is, still choosing based on intuition after reviewing feeling uncertain, still indecisive mistake. 3. No feedback loop after the trial draft. Common scenario. Received the trial draft, looked at it a few times. Finally, we'll consider it further. For outsourcing, this is the most trust-damaging operation. 3. When is it really necessary to do a trial draft? Not all collaborations require a trial draft. You can use these 3 points to judge scenario 1, long-term collaboration, monthly contract collaboration. If you want, monthly contract, long-term collaboration, multiple projects running concurrently, then a trial draft is definitely worthwhile. Scenario 2, style requirements are very clear and crucial. For example, brand upgrade homepage visuals, high requirement main image system. For these types of projects, one trial is more valuable than 10 reworks. Scenario 3, you yourself haven't fully figured out the direction. In this case, the trial draft is not for selecting a person, but to help you validate your judgment. IV, fair and efficient trial. Drafts only perform minimum validation. Truly professional trial drafts only validate 3 things: comprehension, sense of direction, communication, efficiency. Not, who did the most complete work. A standard and reasonable trial draft method is as follows. 1. Test the structure, not the finished product. For example, main image structure, sketch logic. Diagram of the first screen of the details page, information hierarchy diagram. See how they think, not how refined their work is. 2. Test understanding, not artistic workload. What you should see is whether he grasped the key points correctly, whether he made trade-offs according to your goals, not how clean is the cutout, how detailed are the shadows. That's a later matter. 3. Test feedback response, not endless revisions. You can give 1 round of clear feedback. See how he understands and adjusts. Whether he can revise according to your suggestions is more important than how beautiful the revisions are. V. Should you pay for the trial draft? To be honest, pay if you can, even if small amount offset against subsequent fees. Clearly state, this is a trial draft fee. For outsourcing, this is a very important signal. You are serious about collaboration, you respect professional timelines, You're not just casually soliciting drafts. Once a trial draft is paid for, cooperation and quality often improve significantly. 6. A professional and relationship-friendly trial draft communication script can be used directly. You can say something like this: "We'd like to use a small trial draft to see how well both parties match in terms of direction and communication." A complete finished product isn't required. We mainly look at understanding the logic and structural judgment. The trial draft is paid, and the fee will be directly deducted from the final payment for subsequent collaborations. This statement is a huge plus. 7. When should you never do a trial draft? These 3 situations are not recommended for trial work, only for price negotiation. Having multiple people complete the trial draft simultaneously. No time to review or provide feedback. This kind of trial draft is a drain on both parties. A word of truth for businesses hesitant about trial drafts. Trial drafts are not about selecting the most capable person, but about avoiding the unsuitable person. When you set the right goals for trial drafts, it saves money. When you treat trial drafts like a bidding process, it's definitely a waste. In short, should outsourced graphic designers do trial drafts? Yes, but do it right. Remember these principles: small scope, low workload, targeted rewards. Test the structure, not the finished product. Test understanding, not physical stamina. Test cooperation, not price negotiation. When trial drafts become a rational verification rather than a war of attrition, outsourcing collaborations will start from a healthy and sustainable point of view.